Hello everyone and welcome back to the rigging closet. Today we're going to go through and I'm going to show you the construction of the snatch block, what are the different parts of it, and help you inspect what each and every piece should look like originally and once it's ready to get tossed out, put out of service, and what are the reasons. One of many reasons. So to start off with, we have one here with a hook, and they also come with a shackle. So they're not always looking the same way, but most of them have hooks. At least in the towing industry, we do use some with shackles. So the next part here would be the latch, the hook with an open throat. Well, guess what? Most places require you to use a latch, especially overhead lifting. The load has to be secured in there. And if it does have a cotter pin in there, use it in there. Swivel, the load bolt, and of course another cotter pin here. And the load bolt itself slides out completely. And this is what separates the snatch block just from a standard crane block to where it allows you to open it up and to be able to put your wire rope in there. And then it gets me to a good point to where the reason that snatch blocks have different sizes is because the wire rope rides on that sheave, which this is the sheave, the little pulley, and it rides on there perfectly. So side plate, sheave wheel or pulley, and then the center pin. And some of them are greasable, like this one. I'm going to take this one apart so you can see more parts in it. Once again, the center pin, sheave wheel or pulley, and the side plates. And now I'm going to show you one that has a lot of damage and should have been put out of service a long time ago. Actually, that's where I got this one from, where it was tossed out. It has, the side plates have a lot of damage. This one has a bronze bushing right here. And when you grease it in here, it goes through this hole right here and into the grooves inside the bearing. The bronze bushing. Some do have bearings, but those are more for cranes with high-speed winches. Even though maybe you have a heavy tow truck and it has a high and a low, even that high is not as fast as it would be on a crane. The cranes have a massive drum, and when those winch in or out, those are fast, high speed. Those are what it's called, high speed. So that's why a bronze bushing or brass bushing, depending on what the specific manufacturer has, is plenty for the towing industry. Once again, grease fitting, center pin. The grease comes out of this hole into these grooves and it gets spread out. So you need to grease it every time before each use. Most important part of the snatch block, it would be your tag. The rating tag lets you know the size. It lets you know what kind of wire rope should be used on this snatch block, the brand, and some of them have a serial number, when it was made, and working load limit, everything. The size of the sheave wheel, and all of these things need to be applied whenever you're doing a lift, or because if you're looking for a different size sheave wheel, so on and so forth. But those little pieces will get you going to, once again. And if the tag is missing or you can't read it, similar to this one, it needs to get put out of service. Has damage like this on the side plates, out of damage. Guess what? No latch, overhead lifting, that's a no-go. It needs to have a latch for overhead lifting. That is pretty much the basic makeup on snatch blocks. These are pretty small compared to what we use in the industry. These are pretty much, I would say, light duty, medium duty, and there's 10-inch, 15-inch pretty much the maximum for what we use on the 7/8 wire rope on the heavies, but they're still bigger than that I don't want to carry. Once again, thank you for watching.